When can I get a green card and citizenship after asylum? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. If you watch our videos, you know that our bread and butter, the thing that we do the most of, is work on marriage-based green cards. Whether the foreign national is overseas or inside the United States, that kind of love immigration issues, those are the things that we work on the most. And then after that, we work on lawsuits a lot too. We also spend a fair amount of time working on asylum, and some of our asylum clients and people out on the internet asking questions about asylum, they're sort of frustrated with us because we make so much content about the marriage-based system and about lawsuits. So they asked me to make this video about asylum, and of course we're happy to do it because what they want to know is, after I've gone through asylum, what happens next from an immigration standpoint. So we thought we'd make this video to lay it all out for you. So of course, if you're inside the United States and you fear persecution back in your home country, you can apply for asylum. Most people apply for asylum within 1 year of arrival, and that's a really good thing. You definitely want to apply within 1 year of arrival. It's going to make your case a lot stronger, and your case can be denied just for not filing within 1 year. If you filed for asylum, and if you've demonstrated to the asylum officer's satisfaction that you are credibly and believably fearing going back home to your home country because you're going to face persecution, if you convince them of that you're going to be tortured, that you're going to be killed, that something bad is going to happen to you, you're going to get thrown in jail, or you're going to be punished in some severe way, if you can demonstrate that to the satisfaction of the asylum officer, then you can get asylum in the United States. So you file that application, you send in all the supporting documents and evidence, and then eventually you have an interview, you tell your story to the asylum officer, and they approve the case. Then you're granted asylum and you receive an updated I-94 and an asylum approval notice. If you're denied, then you get sent to the immigration court. It's called a referral to the immigration court, and there you can raise asylum as a defense to deportation. So at that point, you're going to receive a notice to appear. It's going to say who you are when you enter the United States, how you are not a U.S. citizen, and how you lack status in the United States. And it's going to say that you are removable, and it's going to cite the provisions in the Immigration and Nationality Act that show that you are removable from the United States. You'll eventually have a court date where you'll get to tell the judge why you think you should be able to stay in the United States. And one of those defenses that you're going to raise is asylum. Now, an immigration judge can also award asylum. So those are the two ways to get asylum, either from the asylum officer, as we mentioned earlier, or from an immigration judge. And now we're going to talk about what happens after you get asylum. So it's a great day when you get your I-94. It's a great day when you get that stamp giving you legal status inside the United States. It's a great day when you know you're not going to face persecution anymore, that you are safe and sound here in the United States. Quickly, people want to know, though, what happens next? Well, what happens next is that 365 days after your I-94 date, 365 days, 1 year after your asylum approval, you can file an I-485 application for lawful permanent residence. You can also apply for a work card, and at that point, you file the application, and because you received asylum, you don't have to pay for your green card, and your green card should come about a year later. It might take a little bit longer. One of the things that we've noticed is that USCIS tends to take longer in approving green card cases for people who are applying based on asylum versus marriage. And this is especially true if an immigration judge is the one who gave you asylum. If an immigration judge gave you asylum, that means a big chunk of your file is probably still back in the immigration court. And for whatever reason, USCIS can't always or doesn't always gather all those documents from your deportation case and put it back in your asylum case, and that makes the processing of your asylum case take extra long. So some green cards can take a year or 2 years after you apply for a green card after having received asylum. Now, the one unusual wrinkle, if your green card case is approved, is that you actually end up getting it post-dated to a year earlier. So let's say you receive asylum on September 13th, 2022. 1 year later, on September 13th, 2023, you can apply for your green card. Now, let's say it takes 2 or 2.5 years for you to actually get your green card. So let's say they issue you your green card on February 1st, 2026. It'll actually have a start date of February 1st, 2025. So they backdate it 1 year. They backdate it 1 year. And so you'll have 1 year earlier from when you actually received the green card. And then at that point, if you wait 5 years, you can apply for citizenship. Now, of course, with green card applications and with citizenship, you're going to have to fill out all the forms. You're going to have to demonstrate that you're eligible for the benefits. One of the things to think about when it comes to a green card and citizenship is there might be things that you told the asylum officer or that you told the immigration judge which supported your asylum claim, but actually might cause you trouble in getting a green card or getting your citizenship. What I mean specifically is you might be able to receive asylum in the United States, but you might have been a member of a group or an organization that makes it harder for you to actually become a lawful permanent resident or even prohibited from becoming a lawful permanent resident. So if you're concerned about any of the groups that you listed on your asylum application, you probably want to talk to an experienced immigration lawyer before going ahead and filing for your green card. Speaking of your asylum application, I strongly suggest that you review and check all the answers you provided in your asylum application, in your statement, so that when you apply for your green card or you apply for citizenship, you're not saying things that are inconsistent with what you told the government in your asylum case. If you do those things, it can cause you trouble, even including losing your asylum if they think you lied to them. Filing for a green card or filing for citizenship after asylum can actually cause you problems, and that's something you need to think through. You need to make sure that it's safe for you to apply for a green card. Generally, we're going to recommend that you apply for that green card right on that 1 year anniversary, but you might want to talk things through if you have a complicated history or if there were issues raised at your interview about your support for certain organizations. We hope you found this all helpful. We hope you understand a little bit more about what happens after you receive asylum, when you can apply for your green card, basically 1 year later, when you can apply for citizenship, 4 years after the day you receive your green card, or 5 years from the start date. Those are the things you need to know. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, give us a call, 314-961-8200. You can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. You can also join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. We'd love to have you join us in there. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way, whenever we make a new video, you'll get updated, and you'll also be alerted right when we go live on our Immigration Answer Show, which we do 3 or 4 days a week, and where I try to answer as many immigration law related questions as possible in just under 60 minutes. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions, and have a great day.